Gamers, it's Kristin. Do not adjust your screens. I do not have any makeup on. I just decided to go ahead and film this. I'm like folding a towel in my lap while I'm talking to you. I decided to go ahead and film this intro without makeup on. It's not a big deal. Probably the #1 requested video that I've had, as I've kind of been very sporadic with my videos lately, is a get ready with me. So I decided, since there are quite a few comments on the look that I was wearing in my favorites video when I popped in, like, to talk about a particular lip product, and then, you know, I filmed it on a different day. I had so many comments on that, direct messages on Instagram and that sort of thing, that I decided to go ahead and do a get ready with me with that look on today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and apply my face, and I'm going to fast forward that with some music, and then when we get to the eyes, I will do that part in real time so that you can, you know, I'm talking to you guys through it and explaining what I'm doing and that sort of thing. So that's what I think I'm going to do. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. So face done aside from blush, and I'm just using the Smashbox 24-hour photo finish primer. Nice little thin coat of that. I think I like this as well as I like the Urban Decay Primer Potion, as I've been using it for a while now. Just had it in my stash and it needed to be used up, so when I finished an Urban Decay, I switched over to that. And now, as usual, for those of you guys who've been around a little bit, you know that I use this all the time. This is a MAC Paint Relay Paint Pot, and I'm using it with a Beauty Junkies mini flat angled brush. I like applying a paint pot with my finger, But when it gets down like this, it's tricky to get out without getting a big mess, like under my nail and stuff. So this is my absolute favorite brush to apply it with. And again, I'm just getting a nice even layer. This, I have really oily eyelids. And this 3-step that I do, I'll show you the 3rd step in a second here, is just what I have found that works for me to keep my eyeshadows from moving. And then lastly is some kind of a cream eyeshadow. Doesn't matter. This is one by, I think it's by Essence and Vanilla Sugar, but you can see I've used almost all of this. And this is a Chikuhodo GSN 07, right? Did I say that right? Yes. Brush. And it just works really well to get that all over my eye. It doesn't usually take this many passes, but you know, I'm working with hardly any product left in this particular eyeshadow. So again, I'm going to use the Kevyn Aucoin Nude Pop palette, and I'm going to start with this shade right here on a fluffy crease brush. Any crease brush will work. I am using, if you are curious, the Wayne Goss number 16 brush. I'm just going to lay that down in the crease. I'm really zooming in a little bit. And I will do my best to not fall out of frame. I have to like side-eye my mirror in order to be able to see, but probably why I haven't done as many get ready with me's lately, because it's tricky. The setup is a little bit tricky. And of course I had to pause to plug in my camera. I might have zoomed in a little bit more. I don't know. Either way, it's just fine. All right, super simple. This look is really, really easy. So then I'm going to go into this really pretty shade right here. And I can't remember now if I feel like I started with a brush and switched over to my finger, but let's just see. I can't remember. Oh, I know. I decided that swiping back and forth like this worked better than patting with this eyeshadow. Every eyeshadow is different, has its own like nuances, I think. That sounds way too deep for eyeshadow, but you know. What can I say? See, so far easy breezy. And then I'm going to take and that was with a MAC 239, by the way. I apologize if I did not say that. And boy, I do feel like I kind of got my camera a little weird. And then I'm going to go into this shade right here, actually. This one right here on a MAC 217. And I just a little on the outside and bring it in. I just want to add like what I was trying to do with this look was add some dimension with a little bit darker color, but I didn't want anything as stark as like this one right here, so that's why I chose that one. And I will just, sorry, I was turned away. And then to ease in blending, I'll just grab the other brush. I didn't put any more product on it, and just, I'm not trying to see like, sometimes I think that I'm trying to think of the right words to say. Sometimes I feel like there's a difference between, people will say the colors when you blend too much, they start looking muddy, which that certainly can happen, but I want a good blend versus being able to really see the colors. I'm not sure that's making any sense at all, but this one you guys will be able to see a little bit better. This is my crazy eye. I always have to lift it up. Look, I have eyeshadow on my nose. I mean, goodness. So I'm just pulling a tiny bit just to add, you know, I'm 46, man. Sometimes my skin needs a little help. All right, I've grabbed my MAC quad. This one that I have made up, and this is Blanc type, and I use this, if you watch my lives, you see me use this every day. I use this to help clean up. And then I go under the brow bone. I got a little bit too over anxious there. There we go. or over cleaning. I'm not really sure what word I'm looking for there. I just want to make sure that it doesn't get out beyond my eyebrow there, because that will tend to drag my face down a little bit. Then I clean up the inner corner, just because I don't want any stark lines there. Then I'm going to grab my Sonia G Pencil Pro. This is one of my birthday gifts from Kristin 321. And that was me tapping it off, and I'm just going to pull that same shade that I have on the outer corner beneath my lower lash line. I don't think these they do have names. So that is the shade in Mural. And I used Masterpiece on my lid and Sculpt in the crease. How about them apples? I didn't even know there were names. I can't remember if I did anything in my upper lash line in that look or not, but I'm going to take that same Mural, I think it was, on an angle brush, and I'm just going to a little bit on my upper lash line. You won't be able to see it much, but it's really just to add just a little more definition on that lash line before I line my upper waterline. I think I might have done a liner. I just can't remember. It's okay. This will be close enough. All right, I'm going to grab my Essence Extreme Lasting Wear 16 Hour and line my upper waterline, which doesn't make a difference on everybody, but on my eyes makes a huge difference. I'll show you. See the difference from that eye to that eye? I just have a large, I've said this before, I have a large upper waterline. Like it's a lot of space. All right, I'm gonna put on some mascara, and then I will come back and do lip and cheek. Okay, for mascara, I use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And then in a minute, I'm letting it dry right now. In a minute, I'm gonna top that with the Estee Lauder Little Black Primer, because otherwise that bad boy will transfer on me. So in that look, I think I was actually wearing the Pixie Glow Cake in Pink Champagne, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this Found blush that I also talked about in my favorites in Peach Glow. I'm using a Bobbi Brown Face Blender brush. This is a limited edition one, but you can get it in the regular long handled version. And this blush, if you're much darker than me, you'll be hard pressed to get this to show up, I think, but I really like to, I just build it up slowly, and it just adds the prettiest little glow and that nice kind of peaches and cream sort of look. To help eliminate any lines, I always take Hourglass's Dim Light. Yep. And this is my Wayne Goss number 11 brush. And I just kind of go, you know what I mean, where your product stopped. And I just make sure it's all blended out. And then I go a little bit on my forehead, a little bit on my chin, just to help with things. And lastly, I'm going to use MAC's Lip Liner in Dervish to fill in and to line and fill in my lips. And then I'm going to take, I've worn all the stuff off of here, but this is the IGXO Sam Sherman collab and Maxine. It's a gloss liquid lip or something like that. I can't remember, but it's super opaque. And the color is a little too light for me on its own, which is why I pair it with a darker lip liner to sort of ground it for my skin tone. And I just love this combo. I love how this wears. I'm so happy with this lips product. I hope they come out with more shades. And then use my finger to sort of marry the two. And that is that. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you in. All right, so here's the look. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that get ready with me. I'm a little bit out of practice. It's been a little while. I'm so used to doing them on live that, I don't know, I felt a little bit out of practice with this, but I hope that you enjoyed it anyway and that you found something of value within it. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them below. I'll try to list all the products in the order that I used them below for you as well. And I think that's everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day and in everything that you do and say, be beautiful. Bye.